Hello, Bretta Provost here. I cannot make a grand entrance like I usually do because I am sitting in a parking lot. I'm gonna get ready to pick up the kids from camp, and Phil just is on his way out of town. He's doing an adventure motorcycle ride. Send him good thoughts. And I wanted to come on and I don't really have notes or a script, or not that I usually do, but I do write down some notes normally. And, when I come on, but as you come on, please say hi in the comments. If you want to let me know what the weather's like today, it's 82. It's a little bit windy. And like I said, I'm sitting in my car, and I just wanted to share like from the heart and unscripted. First of all, I want to say, like, I'm a little speechless as far as the support, the comments, the just kind words from everyone for my participation in the Mrs. Idaho America pageant. I'm a bit speechless, really, regarding how much I just absolutely adore my tribe. And I just want to thank you for, following me on this journey. And of course, I was disappointed not to place, not to win any awards. And there was that disappointment, but I would say there is a thing called the pageant hangover. And I know some ladies that were like super, super disappointed. There were tears backstage. And I just know because every single person like poured their heart and soul into it. And one of the things that I just love too about this group of women and the participants is every single one of them is wanting to better themselves and better the people around them. So it's rare, I think, to have that in this small group of people, that they are all, working towards this like singular goal, and that they are working to better themselves and to be a better influence on the world around them. There's a lot of people who are, you don't have to have a platform. But I think most of the people who are very successful at doing the pageant had a very, very strong platform that they were passionate about, and a cause, a lot of times cause. And quite honestly, could not be, more ecstatic that the two ladies that won. So Griffin Turnbull was the Mrs. Idaho America, and then as first runner-up, Marie Whitmire here. And North Idaho dominated. I couldn't be more excited about that. But just some stories. To me, it's outside motivation to reach some of my health goals. Like, I like having, whether it be a triathlon or maybe it's to go on vacation, or just to like be my best me, that I know that I reached a lot of my own personal like health, and just, getting rid of the mom bod for me, like the first time. And then this time too, it's like, after a lot of stress and craziness over the last year with COVID and everything, all of the things that we all know, I don't need to bring it up. Like, I'm a stress eater. So therefore, loved having that outside goal, and, was proud of myself for what I accomplished, not only to just show up. Showing up is a big thing, to show up. My heart was absolutely pounding out of my head before going on, out of my chest before going on stage to do the dance. I swear that's probably sometimes the hardest part. And then obviously going out on the swimsuit. If any of you look at the video, I think I first of all, like looking at the video and looking at myself, and I know I have like one little thought after another, is that I definitely went too fast. I would say, like, they say to hold the poses, and maybe I'm being too critical of myself, but not owning the moment enough and like holding the pose. I know the very last pose or just to stand there, I was there for like a second and then I like beelined off stage. So and I was pretty nervous, I would say, all around to almost all parts of it. Especially, walking right into interview and then obviously going out on stage, swimsuit, like costume, no big deal. And then it is absolutely the best feeling when you go out for the evening gown to put your arm on your husband and just seeing his face. So that was like an amazing highlight from the, whole event. And just like the bonds that you form with these women are for life, because like I said, they're all trying to improve themselves, improve the people around them. Everyone is like super, super, very supportive. It's like, hey, do you need a zip? Do you know here, let me help you. Someone helped me put on my lips. Like they thought they weren't dark enough. I mean, and you do wear like a ridiculous ton of makeup, but it does get like completely washed out when you're on stage. For any of those, if you've done any kind of like stage performances, like put that in the comments. If you've done some of those stage performances, like, you have to put on a ton of makeup, because otherwise you just get completely washed out on stage. And I mean, I guess the other part of it that is that all of these women like come in all shapes, sizes, colors, heights, backgrounds. Like the woman, Christina, who won the swimsuit, because they did like overall and then swimsuit. I mean, she's an amazingly tall, curvaceous, like beautiful lady. And so it may not be your like standard, what you would consider like standard, typical beauty that you might find in a magazine or whatever you would think. So I find that to be really also interesting, and I love that part of it. It's like there isn't any one particular physical like attribute that is going to hold you back from doing this. And it's all about you feeling like your best you and being your best you at the event. And I'm just trying to savor like all of the moments that were there, because it goes by so fast. Like you do all of this work and now I'm getting like a little misty-eyed about the whole thing. And I'm sure you're going to ask in the end if I'm going to do it again, and I don't really know the answer to that yet. So but just like these bonds and these cool, amazing women that you meet and having this experience together, it's like, when do we really like push ourselves so much, like so out of our comfort zone? Like, I can't even explain to you like how out of my comfort zone to get up there and do that. Was it easier the second time? Maybe. But it's still like I said, my heart was like pounding to go out there, and I knew better what to expect. So therefore, maybe it wasn't quite as um, stressful or as intimidating, even though. And like I said, I was proud of everything that I accomplished and every single one of those ladies accomplished on stage. So those are some of my stories and lessons that I learned. And one of the things that I talked about a lot in the interview was that anytime that I put myself out there that is so out of my comfort zone, I just know that I come out better on the other side. And so my whole message was, step out of your box and like shine bright for you. So I want to leave you with that, to make sure as you are encountering those things that are throughout your day, your week, your business, your life, that sometimes it's necessary for us to grow, that we have to go through that box, step through that discomfort, and get to the other side. I adore and appreciate all of you and all of your comments and all of your support. I can't say it enough again. And with that, I'm going to sign off for the day. And thank you so much for joining me and listening in and sharing a little bit of this story.